Next on the news, it's an online killer that's been around for decades. But while it's going viral among kids, plenty of parents are unaware of the hidden danger.
If somebody would have told me, maybe I would have had that conversation. Maybe that would have saved.
Tonight, we tell you all about the choking game. While Pope Francis continues to recover, he's sending a message of peace to his flock, calling on the world to disarm. Plus, the Diocese of Brooklyn's Lenten pilgrimage continues. Bishop Robert Brennan's message to the faithful as they gather together in evening prayer. I'm Christine Persichetti. Currents News starts right now. Social media trends turn deadly. What begins as a way to get clicks and likes, taking lives. Now one couple is sending out a warning to other parents about the dangers on popular platforms. It's known by many different names: the blackout challenge, the pass out challenge, tap out. But the consequence is always the same. The choking game has claimed the lives of more than 1,000 children across the globe, with tens of thousands more participating every year. Currents News' Jessica Easthope joins us now with more. Hi, Jess.
Hi, Christine. This has been around for generations, but is making a comeback. Frank and Tina Kotnick wake up to a nightmare every single day because of it. Their 15-year-old son, Marcus, died accidentally while participating in the viral internet challenge. And ever since, the Kotnicks have advocated for regulations and internet safety, but mostly for parents to be aware of what they weren't. Anyone would think Frank Kotnick's 1976 Pontiac Firebird Formula was his pride and joy.
Takes a second to warm up.
But his real pride and joy sits in the front seat.
Marcus was an all-American boy. Very outgoing. He loved sports. He loved going to car shows and was in his glory when he was doing that.
He put in the battery. I had him working on the hood tack.
Frank and his 15-year-old son Marcus restored it together. But recently, Frank has used this bright red muscle car to raise awareness.
If this could happen to us, this could happen to you.
Marcus accidentally strangled himself on May 11th, 2017, while playing the choking game.
Came home and I was calling his name. Then I went in the bathroom and I found him. And it was so hard. I screamed.
The choking game is a viral internet trend that encourages viewers to asphyxiate themselves until they lose consciousness. Depriving the brain of oxygen is believed to cause a feeling of euphoria, like a high. Searches on several social media platforms populate with videos, waiting to be viewed by anyone with a device.
You know, even smart, strong kids can make dumb choices with deadly consequences. And why? Because their brains aren't fully developed to think through all of the consequences yet. Social media is a great thing, but there are very dark sides to it.
Judy Rock is one of the nation's most prominent choking game experts. Today, she runs Eric's Cause, a nonprofit dedicated to spreading awareness and providing education for adults and children about the dangers of viral social media challenges. But 15 years ago, she was a victim of the choking game. Judy's 12-year-old son Eric died playing it on April 20th, 2010.
It turns out that he left me with an underserved mission.
Judy is a strong supporter of KOSA, or the Kids Online Safety Act, legislation first introduced to Congress in 2022, aiming to establish a series of guidelines and tools to protect minors from harmful material online through a duty of care system. Judy says over the years, education has become her main focus. The legislation can only go so far without it.
Only because of the multi-billion-dollar efforts of big tech to remain unregulated.
Judy, Frank, and Tina are living examples of what happens when the darkest parts of the internet grab hold.
If somebody would have told me, maybe I would have had that conversation. Maybe that would have saved him.
All they can do is hope their efforts save one life.
Yeah, Marcus never got a chance to drive it.
The KOSA, or Kids Online Safety Act bill, passed in the Senate with unprecedented bipartisan support, but was met with criticism in the House over censorship and free speech, and is set, Christine, to be reintroduced in the House later this year.
Wow, definitely be having that conversation with my kids. Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
For more information about the dangers of the choking game and for training programs for adults and children, go to ericscause.org. Turning now to the health of the Holy Father, where Pope Francis remains stable at Gemelli Hospital. The Vatican's press office reported on Thursday the pontiff is reducing his need for overnight oxygen. This comes one day after the Holy See says Pope Francis has been using the therapy less frequently during the day and can even do without it at times. That update also addressed concerns about the swelling in the Pope's hand seen in his first picture since hospitalization. They say that was due to reduced mobility, but it has already improved. Despite being in the hospital for more than a month, Pope Francis has still been sending messages to his flock. In the latest letter penned by the pontiff to the editor-in-chief of an Italian newspaper, Pope Francis made a powerful peace appeal, saying to those in media, "I would like to encourage you and all those who dedicate their work and intelligence to informing through communication tools that now connect our world in real time, to feel the full importance of words. They are never just words. They are facts that shape human environments. They can connect or divide, serve the truth, or use it for other ends. We must disarm words to disarm minds and disarm the earth." For continuing coverage of the Pope and his health recovery, just stick with Currents News and the tablet. The Gaza ceasefire is now on hold after Israeli airstrikes killed at least 400 Palestinians early Tuesday morning. The unexpected bombardment is the deadliest it's been since the January ceasefire, killing mostly women and children, according to Gaza's health ministry. More than 500 are wounded, and the death toll is expected to rise as rescuers dig bodies out of the rubble. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he ordered the strikes after Hamas refused Israeli demands to change the ceasefire agreement. As news comes of the uncertainty surrounding the ceasefire's future, the Vatican is making an appeal for the Holy Land, asking bishops and Catholic faithful for help with the annual Good Friday collection. Every year, churches around the world give money to support holy places, but this year, the Vatican is saying the collection is an essential resource, helping to alleviate the suffering of those who still reside there. The Diocese of Brooklyn's Lenten pilgrimage continued Monday, with pilgrims making their way to St. Ephraim's Parish for an evening prayer. Bishop Robert Brennan led the benediction of the Blessed Sacrament, the last service of the day at the Dyker Heights Church. Earlier, the pilgrims gathered for a morning mass with students of St. Ephraim's Catholic Academy, a spiritual rosary, and private prayer. Bishop Brennan's message to the pilgrims at the end of the day encouraged them to anchor themselves to Jesus Christ, calling him the only hope that wouldn't disappoint. The next stop of the Lenten pilgrimage will be at the Co-Cathedral of St. Joseph on Wednesday. The Prospect Heights Parish is one of 6 diocesan Jubilee Shrine churches you can visit during the pilgrimage. Currents News will have full coverage of that stop this Wednesday, March 19th. And to see all the stops, including the Jubilee Shrines, just download the Lenten Pilgrimage app from the App Store or Google Play. You can also get more information by visiting lent.dioceseofbrooklyn.org. U.S. bishops are celebrating 5 years since they vowed to walk with moms in need. The program is a nationwide parish-based initiative meant to increase support for expecting and parenting mothers. On the initiative's 5th anniversary, the bishops said since its launch, Walking with Moms has put the gospel of life into action, helping mothers feel like they are not alone. If you or someone you know is a mother in need of help, just go to walkingwithmoms.com for more information. And finally tonight, it was a family affair in the maternity ward at One Virginia Hospital. Sisters Kelly Markham and Abigail Kaczynski were excited when they found out they were pregnant at the same time and sharing the same doctor. But they were even more thrilled when they discovered they delivered at the same hospital one day apart. It's a coincidence hospital staff say they have never seen before. Although the deliveries came as a surprise, the babies will be bundled with love. The moms come from big families. They are 2 of 9 siblings and hope to keep that love growing.
We will take however many God wants to send us.
As many as God will give us, but also God, I am hurting right now, so let's not.
Let's not.
Katie named her baby girl Veronica, and Abigail named her baby boy Killian after the Irish martyr. God bless them. And that is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.